What's up guys, it's Mike back again today, MF Vape. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Right, today we've got a dual 18650 device for you, and this one is from the folks at Hcigar, and it's their Towers brand, and it's called the Wildwolf. Here it is, we've got the silver and black version, we've got the Serpent Elevate sitting on top, which is a killer combination, and I've been enjoying both of these for the past few weeks or so. So this one is variable wattage, variable voltage. We've also got temperature control in it as well. So without further ado, we're going to go down to the table, have a look at the box that comes with it, and then we'll run through all the clunky menu and everything like that, and then we'll come back up top and I'll give you my thoughts on the Hcigar Wildwolf. Okay, see you down there in a bit. Right, down at the table we've got the Hcigar Wildwolf 235W Wildwolf. So have a quick look on these sides. We've got nothing on that side, nothing on that side. It does say Hcigar on that side and Hcigar on the other side. And then we've got some quite small writing here, just give you a little bit of information, what's in the box, etc. And we've also got the usual type of warnings on the bottom, not forgetting your scratch and check. Now we've got no thumb inserts on here, so it's literally a case of shaking the box open. Right, so inside the box you'll find you have got this beauty ring here, which is if you've got like 22 or 23 millimeter atomizers, because I tried 24 and it doesn't quite fit, because it's actually a 30 millimeter, it fits 30 millimeter devices, which you'll see in a minute. And we have got this silicone cover, which is a really good touch for those who work on a building site. Really good, so you've still got access for your buttons on there. Right, we've also got the instruction manual. So it's not too big, this one, and I think it's in a couple of different languages for you. You've got English and Chinese, something like that. We also have the warranty card here. Not forgetting your USB firmware update and charging cable. Right, so here is the device then. So the dimensions are 85 in height, 45 in width, and we've got 30 millimeter in diameter. I know it's not a real circle, but it will fit your 30 millimeter atomizers, no dramas at all. Now I've got the silver and black version, as you can see here. I'll put the rest of the specs on the screen for you, but it is a dual 18650. We've got 235 watt capacity and 8 volts if you're in voltage mode, and a 36 amp limits with this particular device. Right, there's your clicky fire button. We've got a 1.3 inch screen with 240 by 240 pixels. Up and down buttons, nice and clicky too, and a nice and clicky mode button. There is the port for your USB firmware updates, or for charging on the device, which is 1 amp maximum, I do believe, but I don't recommend charging your external batteries on the mod. So quick look around here. Notice we've got Hcigar. Feels like it's printed on because it's slightly raised. Got nice smooth edges all around with this one. Nice bit of design work going on there. We've also got a little like cutout piece there, and the 510 plate, which is basically a 30 millimeter disc, is just sits in there nicely. So really good design, this one. Quick look on the bottom. We've got designed by Hcigar, a couple of star-shaped screws, usual markings. We've got a recess part there, so you get your thumb inside there, push it forward, and it pops the battery door open. Here's the polarities then, but it's in black. I'd have preferred it in white, but you can clearly see it. We've got the gold-plated contacts, battery markers A and B, because we've got independent battery readout on the display, which is very nice to see. There's the red plus and the blue minus there for your polarity. So we've got some VCT5A from Sony. Just push that in like so. Some batteries are a little bit snug with this one, others not quite so. So that side goes in nicely, but the other side's a little bit snug, so you do sometimes have to shake them out. But push it back up and then push it forward and it clicks into place. Now I've had no dramas with this. I've had it over a month, 4 or 5 weeks, and it hasn't popped out on me once yet. So let's have a quick look at the top in a bit more detail. Get it to focus in. So there's the 30 millimeter plate. We've got a couple of star-shaped screws, and we also have a spring-loaded connector. It's a bit of a short throw on here, and it's quite stiff as well. But if we just get the FP, lovely threads on here, the way it goes on. I've had no problems with any atomizers connecting, so you just notice there, it just sits flush on it. So perfectly designed for your 30mm devices, this one is. So when you put the batteries in, it will be on, so just press the fire button. And here's the screen then. So we've got whether you're in wattage, voltage or temperature control at the top. You've got A there, so here's the battery marker. So when it depletes, these bars go down. This is battery B. There's the wattage there, we've got the resistance, voltage and the amperage. These are all output values here. And we've also got whether you've got normal, soft, power curve and normal, I believe, there. So 5 clicks for this one will lock it, because we've got no off function, but you just see there it says lock device, so that just means that you can't fire it inadvertently or change the values. So if you press 5 again, it unlocks the device. Right, so on to the fun part now, because this has got quite a clunky menu, and when you select certain things it shows up in red and it doesn't pick up on the camera, so apologies for that. But straight away you're in wattage mode, so just press fire just to confirm, and then you can just press up and down and we can go scroll up and down the wattage. So as you can see, we've got super fast scroll, no round robin, no. So that's that part of wattage. Now if you press the mode button, it highlights what's in white. Now if you go press up, it brings you down to the wattage part. Down again, you get to where it says normal. This is when you can select either normal, powerful, variable wattage curve or soft, and then back to normal. But unfortunately, because it's in red, you can't really see, so I'm not going to worry too much about showing it. But if you press mode again, where it says what's in white, press it again and it goes up what's in red. Press up now and it brings you into temperature. Press mode again just to confirm that. And now we can show you the press fire button just to reset itself, and then I can show you the scroll on temperature mode. Now it's in Celsius and it doesn't round robin into Fahrenheit. So to get into Fahrenheit, you need to just press the fire button to reset, press mode, press down, up I mean, across again, then press mode and then press up, and then it brings you to Fahrenheit. Press the fire button just to reset itself, and then we can scroll up in Fahrenheit. So I find this really clunky, this menu, but because I use just wattage mode, I don't really worry too much about it. But yeah, to select the wattage in temperature mode, just scroll across, get to where it says watts, press mode, and then you can go up and down on the wattage in temperature. Press mode again and you just see we're at 98 watts. There we go. Down, this is where you press mode again and you can select nickel, titanium, stainless steel, or nickel curve, TI curve, stainless steel curve. And yeah, you can select all the different methods in your temperature control. So yeah, I find it a little bit annoying, this menu, so we're not going to worry too much about it. But press mode again, select temp, and then press up, and then you're into voltage mode. So press fire to reset itself, and then you can scroll up in volts. So we've got 0.5 all the way up to 8, and yet again it doesn't round robin. Press fire just to reset. Mode again, right, and then we're back to wattage. So yeah, it's a little bit clunky because I just use wattage. I just stick it at 40, 60, 80 watts or whatever. Jobs are good, and I just use the locking feature on this, and I find it okay. But yeah, you might take a little bit of getting used to this menu, but you've just got to get used to using the mode button. Select it once and it selects it in white, and press it again and then it's in red, and that means that you can go across. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying, so we're just going to leave it up at that, and then we'll go back up top and I'll tell you what I really think about it. Back up top with the Wildwolf, we've got the Nada sitting on top by Vaping Fagan and Tiger Tech. because I just wanted to put this one through its paces, because it allegedly goes up to 235 watts. Now, I'm not going to vape it at that wattage, because to be honest, anywhere up to 150 is enough for me. But we'll go on to the fit and finish and build quality of this one first. Really well built. It's super light as well. Lovely rounded edges. I like the battery door compartment. It comes out very easily. You can get your batteries out. One little niggle though is that some of your batteries might be a little bit snug. On one of mine, it's snugger than the other. But with my VCT 6s, one of them's a little bit snug, so you have to give it a little shake to get it out. But my VCT 5As fitted in there perfectly, and so did my Samsung 30Qs. But you may have issues with it being slightly snug. But that does mean you're getting absolutely no battery rattle with it. So that is definitely a pro. Now, I've heard mixed reviews for this one. I haven't actually watched any reviews, but on Facebook and stuff like that, people have been saying that their mods have been breaking down like after a month or 3 months of use, because this one has been out a few months now. I've had it for a good 4 or 5 weeks, and I thought I'm not going to wait any longer because I'm going to put the review out. I've got no dramas at all with mine. In fact, this is one of my favourite mods of the year. So, yeah, I'm just going to review it based on my experiences with it. So yeah, the build quality, everything like that. We got nice clicky fire buttons, nice clicky up and down buttons, and the mode button. You're not going to have any trouble locating those because they do protrude nicely. Now, a slight con for me is the menu system. Now, trying to do it down low was quite hard because whenever it appears red on here, it wasn't picking up on the camera, which was a royal pain in the arse. And when you're doing it on camera, it's quite hard to see because you've got it down on the table. The font on here, some of it's a little bit small. It's fine if you put it up to your eyes and you can see it with no dramas at all. But if you've got dodgy vision, anything like that, you may struggle looking at some of the bits when they glow up in red. But for me, I just use it in variable wattage or variable voltage, and you've got a nice big 3.7 there, so it's nice and bright, the screen, so that's definitely a pro though. But some of the fonts are a little bit small, and the menu system, yeah, I just think it takes a little bit of getting used to, because it's a little bit different from other menu systems you got out there, so not the most user friendly in my opinion. But it's great that it's got a 30mm plate on there. You can fit your FP on there, you can fit your warheads, what's that other one called, the VCMT series from Vapors Clouds. All your 30mm devices are going to fit on here absolutely perfectly, so that is a mega pro in my opinion. We've got the centered 510 as well. Lovely comfort factor. It's really small, this one. I forgot to even mention that down below, but just put it up against some other mods. We've got the Skystar there. That one's a little bit taller. Got the top side, that one's taller. Not got them all out here, but is the GX350. That one's slightly shorter actually, but dual battery, it literally doesn't take up much more room than the actual 218-650. So they've done well cramming it all in here, and it just feels lovely in hand. Thumb fire, finger fire, it works better for me in thumb fire though. But anyway, let's have a quick toot on it. I've got it in variable voltage mode, and we've got it at 3.7 volts, which equates to about 130 watts. Here we go, nada on top. For me, that hits more than hard enough. I know there's a lot of you out there like a really hot vape, and unfortunately I haven't got the technology to see whether this is hitting those higher wattages. As you'd probably gather, I don't normally go above 130 watts anyway, so I haven't checked it out at the 200 or 235, which it claims it can do. I highly doubt it could get up there, but I suggest watching DJ LSB Vapes to see what he thinks of the actual board on here. But for regular day-to-day use, I use it around 60 to 80 watts with my director lungs and about 20 watts, 17-20 watts with the mounter lungs, and have no problems at all. 60 to 80 watts, I checked it up against the drone. I think anywhere up to 130, it seems to be on a par with that. The SkyStar is another good one that I've just reviewed recently as well. So yeah, I just think it's a damn good mod. I paid about $40 for it from, I think it was either Fastech or 3F Vape. Can't quite remember because I've had it a good few weeks now. But the screen is nice and bright, but like I say, there is some smallish font on there, so those with eyesight issues may have a struggle working around the menu system, stuff like that, because it's just a little bit, because you have to press it and then make it go red before you can do things. I just find it a little bit awkward, but I just leave it in wattage mode, set it at your wattage, you lock it, put it in your pocket, walk down the road, and I just think it's an awesome device. For $40, it works out about 30 quid, £33, something like that. It's not going to break the bank, and for me, it's a cracking device. I will update you on the channel though if I do encounter any issues or if it decides to give up the ghost. But for me, 5 weeks down the line, it's working perfectly. So it gets a big thumbs up from me. So if you did enjoy the review, guys, please give it a little thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, consider subscribing. It'd be great to have you on board. And make sure you hit the little bell notification. You'll be notified of all my latest videos. Now I've got my own website too. It's mfvape.co.uk. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So until next time, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Okay, cheers.